You know, I've always been interested by maps, and I often find myself poring over them, looking for interesting terrain, places I haven't been before. But one thing I'm often cued into is just all the place names. You know, it's easy to not take a second and remember that somebody or other named every single one of these place names on here. And every now and then you just see one that completely jumps out at you and you're like, you know, why on earth is this Peacock Mountain, right? What historical events led to somebody coining that feature, that name? And I reckon that's pretty interesting, you know? A lot of these stories are completely lost, and all we have left is the place name on the map. And, you know, there's trails everywhere. There's trails all over the fucking place. And why do I have to leave it up to a trail to tell me what's interesting or what's worth seeing? You know, why can't I just go somewhere that sounds cool to me, in trail or not? So I think I ought to do that more often, and maybe other people should too.
So, Jared.
What's that?
Well, just as a word, like if you were gonna name a mountain. Chills.
I love this road too, because it's like, you just see all the, it's like homesteads.
Yeah. This way. Usually would tell me it's all poison ivy.
Well, you're pretty protected, yeah? You got gators on.
I'm about it, and I got tech new with the bag. The larger, so I know that.
Yeah.
Like those tiny ones, I'm like, oh, I might go either way. But I feel bad as like a hiker that if I absolutely had to identify poison ivy and poison oak, I think I could do it, but I would not be as confident as I should be.
Dang, you brought the rope too?
I always bring a rope.
Grizzle Ocean is one of those unique sounding place names that jumps right off the map. Luckily, the history surrounding the name of this small mountain pond in Essex County has not been completely lost to time. As the story goes, sometime in the heyday of logging in the Adirondacks, probably in the 1900s, there was an old lumberjack by the name of Tom Grizzle. Now Tom was fond of this pond, for the fruitful bounty of large trout he could pull from it. He was so fond of it, in fact, he often regaled his fellow lumberjacks with tall tales of the large fish he could pull. So frequent were his overly embellished stories that all the lumberjacks on the job began likening him to a fisherman on the high seas, thus earning his favorite fishing haunt the name it now carries, Tom Grizzle's Ocean, or as it's shortened to over the years, Grizzle Ocean. Visiting this pond had always been in the back of my mind, for the trail to it from Putnam Pond was so short, and the history and the story surrounding the name so funny. And as things happen, today ended up being the day to do it. Looking at the map, I noticed for the first time that just over the mountain west of the pond was another interesting place name, although this one much more sinister sounding. Devil's Wash Dish. No trail led to it. It seemed to be nestled in a small valley, and, like a moth to a flame, I knew I had to go there too.
And the guy that signed in above me signed himself in as Fidel Castro.
Oh wow.
It was Fidel Castro. He drew the hammer and sickle. He had like, and then he had like dates and stuff.
Grizzle Ocean, 0.8. Grizzle Ocean. Oh, look how clear this is. Is that a loon? There's two. I'm gonna play.
Do this, a little bit of natural nav, go point to point. Slow, easy. If we don't make it, just turn right and start heading northeast. Because if we find Putnam Pond, then we'll survive.
This way, yeah. She's gonna fall apart on me. We got some cliffs to come down on this side. Yeah, we're the same. I'm gonna come to the rocky road.
But if you think it's to the right,
Well, let's see which one's higher. I don't know if we're on the highest prominence, but it's higher compared to over there, yeah?
yeah. But I guess my thinking is a lot of stuff is lining up. We've moved this way. We're on a prominence, so it's probably one of these two.
These cliffy sections are going to be fun. This is literally just like the west side of Erebus. Looks exactly like this. I just want to point out, these are bipedal prints right here that we did not make. Going in the direction we're going, but coming back from it, it looks like. So, I just want to point that out. That is quite the drive. That's about 40 feet, right? It looks pretty messy down there. And also we have to drop, oh shit, we gotta drop a lot. Dude, we gotta drop a ton. That's another like 60 feet. Easy. I think I found a way over here. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of dicey, eh? Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, you have a rope. Okay, red in the shed, baby. Boom. That way. Oh, we still got another 30 feet to drop. Oh, more than 30 feet.
Oh, scheisse. Oh,
Nope. No way. I don't know about that. Then we gotta go up and over. Ugh. Nice. Well, that's easy.
This is also good to know. If we ever try to find it again. Oh, it's kind of big. You can see it. There's like Mars and opens up.
Yeah.
Opens up here.
Oh, this is beautiful. Wow. Holy moly.
The devil's walking in the whole life. Getting wet so you can walk on it. Wow.
Dude. Oh man, it's so much better that we fucking bushwhacked to find it. Oh man. My voice is cracking so bad. This is awesome.
Okay, bugs here. Ruthless.
Fucking stack.
Alright.
I don't even think we really need to check the compass too much on this one, as long as we can follow the stream.
As long as that stream is clear, I'm feeling good.
So this is classic Squatch activity.
It's a Squatch collar.
We found this perfect piece of birch bark, unbroken ring of birch bark, just resting down here. You can see where it was, right? How that happened? I mean, well, we have one culprit that makes sense.
Yeah. Here we are at the Devil's Wash Basin.
So clearly a Sasquatch did this. As you can see, the break is above Jack's head, and knowing it would have to push down, that would mean it'd have to be at least twice as high as this break, which would put it at least 15, 30 feet high.
It's a good thing you're a mechanical engineer. You got some credibility.
Yes.
While names like Panther Mountain, Wolf Pond, Catamount Mountain, and Elk Lake echo from a bygone time of charismatic wildlife lost to the pressures of human settlement, other place names carry the last fragments of the stories of historical events there occurring. Some only a few people remember, others completely lost to time. Big Bad Luck Pond, Gold Mine Brook, Death Mountain, Calamity Brook, and Spectacle Pond. Everyday woodsmen, hunters, fishermen, striking good fortune or bad, their stories told through the place names they coined, living on in the maps used to navigate those same tracts of wilderness today.
I took like a giant cam, wedged it in there, had the rope, the whole bit. Like
Yeah.
had a top rope set up. They're like, all right.
This day even inspired me to do another bushwhack to an unnamed pond that I'd been putting off for a long time. And I hope this inspires you too to get out in the woods and off the trail a little more often.